Okay, welcome to my tiny head and this very addictive little screensaver I've created. Obviously fetishized by the EMAP tool and turntable in Rhino, but let's take a look at it. How did I get such an elegant, perfect form? Math. So, what we're going to do is grab the object, get rid of it, put it back into something we can see, downsize our script. No need to have those on anymore, even though they're there. Let me get rid of zebra. Get rid of EMAP, and take a look at the script. Basically, continuing with maths, utilities, want to have a look at golden ratio, natural logarithm, pi, and epsilon. And actually, I left out epsilon because it's just too darn small, at least in my opinion. Anyway, what I did was very simply grabbed a circle. Nice and easy to begin with. Not hard. You grab any shape you want, any curve. And I basically scaled it according to those wonderful constants. Epsilon, pi, hard to call pi a constant, but I guess, yeah, it just goes on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, whatever it is. So you got these three related pieces. If I divide them, that's fine, but what happens if I rotate them by pi, the angle of pi, multiplied by their numbers, their output, what they are. And so in doing so, you start to get this strange rotation of forms. Of course, take this off, and you'll see there. You have a much more interesting growth pattern, which is all over the internet, and you can find it. But it's nice to be able to generate it yourself and then interpolate those curves. Now, I could always take them to a pattern that's more recognizable. My son won't bothering me, which he's going to be quiet. I love him, but he's going to be quiet. I'm going to leave the periodic off so I can just have the curves. I'm just going to pull them into a moved loft formation, thinking of like a spiral cool staircase, and put that through a range of a loft, and you have this wonderful shape. That's it. I also took the circles around it and put these on in case I wanted to loft them and have them as floors going up an interesting building. I'm not going to really use that. I'm actually only using this one. Pull it into my surface tool. And surfaces you always want to grab and run through an isotrim. You want to grab the same surface and put it through a curved surface closest point. You want to take the same surface and put it through the evaluate surface. These are the four things you have to remember, and put it through the extrude. And it's a wonderful way to extrude normals, or at least have some control over it, and build a very constant, wonderful closed brep, which can be baked. And once baked, that's all you got to do. Once baked, you can leave that, and you can put that into rendered mode. And at that point, center it, maybe make it a little larger there. And that's where I threw it into, let's say, zebra, which isn't going to be, well, it'd be kind of fun. And there it is. Choose the shape and fire it in. And there you go. You've got your wonderful zebra tools. Pull out your ugly face, depending on how good looking you are, and throw it in the turntable. Pretty simple stuff, but a highly addictive, fun to play with, forms worth making, worth thinking about. I've got some lines on here that have been baked. Kind of fun to look at how that is as an object, how that actually makes sense or not. It gets paper thin in areas, so I have to find out. Once you start to twist surfaces too much, unturned surfaces too much, you start to run into difficulties. But still, addictive little rendering or animation, to say the least. Going through a lot of vector displays and simple script. Haven't put it in any colors or anything. I'm just going to grab it and leave that one for another day. Let me highlight it over here and group it and throw it into a nice color. And there we go. Thank you very much for watching.